This pain is oh, because my lines are seeking, I'm conscious of this thing. Fall back, to the shade of fall back, to the contact, and I'm going back, and I'm going back to another day, to another time, and another way, another line, another game.
I'm watching an unseen demon turn his soul inside out. Body shaking, he's fiending. It's like this certain hell he can't live without. Private earthquake, sweat gleaming. My words remain silent, but my heart won't plead the fifth because my heart is screaming. Blood stains and needles, violence on his veins, hunchback of Notre Dame. He can't even stand up without leaning. His track records an arm's length away. Why won't he fight it and get clean in? Put the spoon back in the kitchen, choose not to light it and let me hide it and stop seeking his connect down that dark alley like he did on my birthday last weekend. I lost track. Who's keeping tally of the nights he went creeping? Left me worried, lids puffy from crying and not sleeping. You could say I go green, recycle bags under these eyes because they're not leaving. How did I miss these signs? Ray Charles' name ain't mine, I should have seen them. He's hanging on by a coke line, I'm one thread away from a lost mine. A needle, grit teeth, and a belt away from a hate crime. I used to love gazing into his hazels, corona colored with a hint of lime. Now I'm feeling mentally unstable because nobody but me remembers that they used to shine. The scent of Marc Jacobs somehow replaced with the stench of grime. Funny how I never hurt nobody, yet I'm doing time. Funny how he used to be somebody. Our photo album's now a shrine to the man he used to be. He man to me, he was one of a kind. And now my tears rain sleep because the streets made him another kind of husband and father and friend and brother. His birth certificate now the only link to his mother. Stole enough from her to make you think he never loved her. Tries to pick her pocket every time he reaches to hug her. So her heart, she locked it while he put his highs above her lows. A one-man foreclosure, he screwed our mortgage and impregnated his nose. I'm just looking for some closure, remnants of the man I used to know. The one who said I do and promised his love for me would grow. But instead of living a dream, he's down in my nightmare, body cold from head to toe. From outside, y'all see a living room, and all I see is a carpeted death row. Oh my God, I just needed some breathing room, and the truth is, one of us has to go. He had a powdered mirror, I had a gun, and then we both took a turn to blow.
What am I supposed to say? It's a beautiful disaster. I'm here in Arts Out Loud. I had a fantastic time with all these beautiful people. They better have me back. Check me at www.abeautifuldisaster.com. I am beautifuldisaster@gmail. I love doing this. Hope to have me back. Hope you guys have me back.
At me from a double-sided window pane. Except there is no window. Yet I can't hear him, and even though he's standing right in front of me, his beautiful lip-shaped words unintelligible, and I realize I have never seen this side of him. I realize I have never seen this side of us in the trailer of our life that I thought we dubbed forever. His eyes play double dutch with mine as pain cripples me, doubled over. He tells me he will hurt me. I say, you know what, go ahead and try because you can't bruise what's already black and blued, and my heart no longer knows his name. But rather it beats echoes of my cries and pumps blood through veins, pulled by sons of Cupid and Geppetto, controlling me from the inside out, while he assaults the English language, verbs beat up with bludgeon vowels, and he can't even remember my noun. My name. I meant, he can't even remember my name. He can't even remember the person placed before him deserves more than these things. So we become entangled in a match of wits without smarts because he's not making any damn sense and I'm still trying to reason with him, but nobody hears what the other is saying. I wonder if they have straight jackets in my size. I say this to myself as the four corners of the living room where I've just died close in on me and I can't breathe. I trip over empty full cans of Yinglings, drained of barley and yeast, filled with his weakness and my disappointment, and I cry. I cry for the little boy who was left to play alone in a department store for hours, sitting in aisles bigger than his imagination, because he can't close his eyes tight enough to forget she left his fears in aisle 3 in the hands of G.I. Joes and Transformers. I cry for the little boy who loved solar eclipses so much so, darkness covered his light, as black eyes framed his mother, and he blamed himself, so much so he framed the boy in the mirror until the day he removed dirty shoelaces from Nike smudge with sand and bug stomping, and he carried them with him for years. He carried those shoelaces with him for years just so he could hang himself today. I cry for this boy who turned into this man who drowned sorrows in words nobody understands just so he can say, I told you so. He's popping pills, kissing cousins too, trimipramine, napromin, and imipramine, and I can only presume the suffix is our ending, because all he wants to do is forget the beginning. And if I could go back to, and if I could go back to, and if I could go back to the prefix, I'd make it so that abuse and neglect were never synonymous with his memories, and self-love and affection were never antonyms when he spoke to me. If only he knew we completed each other, like subjects and predicates, whispered by soulmates finishing each other's sentences in their slumber. Maybe then we could rewrite this whole story, or at the very least, this poem.
Wow.